position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
To the air, it's Klubnik. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab, it's Davidson. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Off the play fake. Moving out to the right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so mmany teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
The return is tackled down at the 28.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Nowhere close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Fires left, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Burks. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Burks. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Paul, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Touchdown, Clemson! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Guys, Oklahoma Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Mateer. Moving away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
With the catch, it's Gibson. Across the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Quarterback extends the play. Running into the open space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Davidson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Right on the money.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Trying to pick up a first down. incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Clemson! Fit it in the window for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Burks. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires into the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The magic magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking downfield on first down. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Benson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than pulling another pick.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mateer. The short hands, it's Gibson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Off the RPO, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is getting dominated today, and, you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Nebraska. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's up. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got a man. It's Burns. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. On his feet at the 40. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Has their paws on it, they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him.
Going for it all. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They want that clock to run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense can have some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Ott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ott. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Motion from the wideout. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He lets it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Sooner. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll take another shot here. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that is being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.